23, and one of my first goals was to create some type of business functioning, operating on my piece of land here. I was working on night shift at Disney, so I'd get home at 7 in the morning, sleep till about noon, wake up and work till dark. Back in the 80s and 90s, we were inventing the wheel. We weren't just reinventing the wheel, but we were really having to explain what the terms natural and organic and U-pick and all that stuff meant. In the process of starting to build the house and having 3 kids and having a day job, my first real project was starting the gardens. And as I started foregoing actual paychecks to work in my garden instead, to my wife's great concern, I developed the gardens into a functioning form in 1987. I named it Sundew Gardens because we have the native carnivorous plants on our property here, the sundews. I initially started out as a vendor at the Winter Park Farmers Market. I was there from approximately 1988 through 96. When folks would visit me at the farmers market, they were requesting to come out and pick even fresher from my garden. You know, having produce at the farmers market that was only 16 hours old wasn't even fresh enough for some people. And so we developed a organized U-pick program called our Harvest Gardening Program. That's where families join up for a year at a time. So what we're going to do today is we'll take an initial walk through the garden so you get an idea of the infrastructure. We'll go out and visit the blueberry plants. They're flowering right now, and that's a big part of what we do is the native plants. And I mean, we are living on 5 acres in the woods. We'll go visit the chickens and then head back over here, and we'll really get into some heavy information on how to start seedlings, the different fertilizers we use, pest controls. This is a variety called Buddha Belly. Right out by my front gate is a big patch of bamboo. The most important thing about bamboo varieties is whether it's a clumping variety or it sends out runners. But one of the things that makes organic gardening practical in this day and age, actually competitive with regular farming, is the use of simple technologies. And electric fencing is not all that complicated. It's just the charger, the wires, and the insulators. In Florida, pine trees and blueberry bushes like the same type of soil conditions. The neat stuff about vetiver is that you can extract the nicest smelling oil out of the roots. Then you have your mineral sources of fertilizer. Green sand almost kind of has a green tint to it. Here's one of the most important parts of all of this. All day long, we're getting dirt under the fingernails, we're dealing with physical things, but you have to remember the information end of things. I see the different parts of nature interacting to control the different pests. There's all these different aspects involved, and so bringing them all together will show you different ideas that I've done from the seat of my pants, reading books, all that information, and just taking it and developing it in with my own interests. I feel like I've developed a method of gardening here that I call Sundew gardening